Hey guys, what's up? This is Mystical with acupofdeath.com, and this is the first video in a series we are calling The Quest to 10,000 Followers. What this video is, for those of you that, like I said, this is the first video, so we want to kind of explain it, but we run a gaming website, acupofdeath.com, along with this gaming YouTube channel that you're watching this on right now, most likely. And we also run a twitch.tv live stream where we live stream us playing games and stuff. And one of the things we thought would be cool with this venture into the live streaming aspect would be to catalog our events of taking a brand new Twitch channel and growing it up to 10,000 followers. And throughout that process, explaining how we're doing that, what methods we're using, what methods we find out don't work, what methods we find work really well, etc., etc. So that's what this video is. So for this first video, I just want to kind of give you guys a outline of what we're doing, what we have set up and stuff. Just kind of give you a brief. The Twitch URL is twitch.tv/acupofdeath. Okay, and if we go to it, now we have been streaming for, actually I'm probably going to stream today, and that'll be day number 5. So we have, and this is the day number here. You see the quest to 10,000 followers. The day number right here is actually how the day of streaming. So I think we're actually about a week in to starting the channel, and we're on, like I said, the next time we stream it'll be day number 5 of live streaming. Okay, so we're up to 85 followers right now from 10,000. We have 430 total views. Okay, so let me explain how we got this first number, just to kind of give you background, since we didn't make a start video, and then we'll kind of go from there. I have worked with live streams before. Actually, I have quite a bit of experience. I've actually grown 2 other channels up very high, and then this was before I got into really live streaming for myself and stuff. So I grew them and then sold them. So they weren't for me. And then I had a channel that I started and I had issues with, and we decided just before it got too big just to rebrand it. So I do have experience in live streaming, and I already know how to do a lot of stuff. So if I skip over anything, or if you watch these videos and you start watching the series and you have questions, please put comments below the videos, and I'll be, sure to make sure I read them, and hopefully, I'll remember to address them in the next video in the series. Those that have questions, and I'll probably do those at the end of each video. Okay, so I just threw up real quickly. This is a new channel. We haven't gotten everything quite worked out. We just wanted to get it started. So right now there's just 2 little things below our video, which you can edit when you go to your page here. You have, off and on. So you can edit your panels just like that. Right now we just have a support us, and it says there are several ways to support our channel. The first and foremost is to hit the follow button. It helps us out more than you know. You can also support us by following us on Twitter and Facebook. I highly recommend that if you decide to start live streaming, that the first thing you do is create a Facebook and a Twitter, or and even if you're watching this video later down the line and there's some new social media site that's working really well and stuff and that everybody's flocking to, make one for that. But the 2 biggest right now are still Facebook and still Twitter. Definitely make an account for your A Cup of Death. You can see here we have Twitter and a Facebook page for A Cup of Death. We only have 2 followers on it so far. This is brand new for the thing. This page is actually, we've had this page for a while based on our website, so there's quite a lot more, 998 likes. And the reason for that, though, is that if you have any problems with your live stream, or if you have, let's say your account gets suspended, let's just say you do something, you mess up, you break their terms of service, you don't even realize you're doing it, it does happen. You have other ways of getting in touch with the people that you've built. I mean, once you build an audience, that audience can be used on more sites than one. And the more people you have connected across various websites, the easier it is that if you ever have a problem like your YouTube gets banned, or your live stream gets banned, or this service goes down, or that service goes down, you still have a way of connecting with all these people and being able to migrate them to whatever new service you're using. And then you can also, we have a frequently asked questions section, which just includes, questions that we get asked a lot, and then, we write our answer to them. That way we don't have to keep answering them in the stream. Okay, so I did show that we have a Twitter and a Facebook. I do want to let you guys know, because especially because the Facebook was at 1,000 likes, we did not hit either of those up. Well, the Twitter we have, but the Facebook is not connected to the live stream, meaning that the Facebook does not get any type of post when we start doing a new live stream. And I did it on purpose because I don't want to influence this number, since we already have quite a bit of viewers on the Facebook. So it's only connected to the new Twitter. We still ask people to follow us on Facebook, though. That way, they can still get information and stuff about us. Okay, so the first thing then that I want to talk about is how did we get the 85 followers so far and on day 4 streaming. Okay, so the biggest way that we get them is in my League of Legends. That's the game that I play most often, is League of Legends. So I'll open that up here. I have a ton of friends. And, I've been playing League of Legends for a long time. It's something that I enjoy, a game that I enjoy. It's a free-to-play game, which is nice because anybody that joins the stream that wants to play with me is able to download it and make an account and play. So I enjoy games like that on the stream. But anyways, so what I did is basically I messaged, and you can see offline I have 128, so I have a lot of friends. And what I did is I put my URL up here in my in-game status, and there's plenty of games that have an in-game status, and I highly recommend advertising your channel as much as possible. But then also what I've done, and I will say that this actually started by just some of our viewers just doing it, and then I decided to turn it into a contest. But if we go here to our website and we go to current contest, you'll see that we have one of the games we play most often on our live stream is League of Legends. We noticed some viewers were adding our twitch.tv URL out of their in-game status. As a way of saying thanks, we've decided to randomly give away a $5 RP card to those that do. Place our twitch.tv URL, twitch.tv/acupofdeath, as your in-game status, and you can win $5 worth of RP. This is an ongoing promotion. So what I decided to do is randomly at times, you can see there's one person on now, and there are a lot more. There's probably about 10 to 15 people so far that have our URL as their in-game status in League of Legends. But for everybody that has our URL in there, sometime during the stream, just at a random time, and not all the time, I probably do it, I tell them I do it at least once a month. So once a month, I give out $5. It's not a lot of money. And honestly, if you're expecting to grow a twitch.tv channel, you have to do some type of giveaways, in my opinion. And one of the biggest reasons is because there's just so much competition nowadays. And in order to get noticed, this is if you're wanting to do this as a career, if you're wanting to do it for fun, then whatever. You might not. But if you're wanting to build a career out of this, as I know a lot of people nowadays want to, then you're definitely going to want to invest some money in it, just like any other business. And I found that for $5, it's a really good investment because, even if they have, 10 or 15 friends, if you got 10 people doing it, you're talking about over 100 people. Every day they get on and they go through their friends list. Actually, there's one too. But you'll see that they, everybody has it or whatever here in their thing. You can see there's somebody with another live stream, but you see your friend status, whatever they have. So all the time that these people have that as my thing, people are seeing my URL, so even if 10 people and they each have 10 friends, that's 100 people, and you're paying $5 a month for 100 people to see your URL. In my opinion, it's a really good deal. Unfortunately, there's no real way of tracking. Besides if they come into your URL and say that they found your channel through this League of Legends member or whatever, there's no real way of tracking and seeing where they came from that way. So you don't really know if it is a good investment. But I would gladly pay $5 to have at least 100 people seeing my URL every month. And they're seeing it over and over. Because one of the biggest things about advertisements are most people will kind of ignore something 3 or 4 times. They say it takes I think it's 4 times before somebody actually says, maybe I should try this out. That's with all advertisement. It's something, if you ever take advertising in college, it's something you'll learn. That's why you see, McDonald's. Everyone knows who McDonald's is, but they still advertise all their products, and they advertise them multiple times. You see them played throughout the whole, when they have a new product that comes out, you see it advertised the whole month. You know, they don't just advertise it one time. Everybody's like, oh, they have a new product, and then it's gone. They do it because, I mean, it gets you to think about it. You know, it's like, oh, they have this new product. Next time you go to McDonald's, you don't think about it because you're used to ordering your normal, but then you see the commercial again and again and again. And then finally you're like, oh, I'm going to try that new thing. It works the same exact way. Okay, so that's one way that we're advertising our site. Now, because I have a lot of friends, this did allow me to get a little bit of a lead probably than what you would have under your followers. You know, and again, you know, knowing that I had a lot of League of Legends friends, I feel that's something normal that any type of person that starts live streaming can have. You might have a lot of friends, you know, on your, you know, game that you play most often. So take advantage of that. The Facebook, like I said, we didn't connect that because I thought that would be unfair because I know a lot of people just don't have 1,000 people following them on Facebook. So that's how we got our first start. The second thing I want to talk about with the live stream is you want to make sure that you are following at least a semi schedule when you're live streaming. And that is, you know, you want to try to stream about the same time each time you stream. And even the same days. For example, maybe you want to stream just on the weekends, you know, like Friday, Saturday night. Put that down in your description below your live stream. You know, it lets people know, you know, when you're going to be streaming, what time normally on. You know, not everybody gets the email sent to them that, you know, like if you follow a live stream, normally you'll get an email that says this person just went live. Some people, including myself and the people that I follow, I uncheck that so I don't get any emails from Twitch because I don't feel like getting a bunch of emails every time somebody starts live streaming. I don't want them filling up my inbox, especially because I follow a lot of people. So, you know, it's nice knowing when they stream. That way, you know, number one, it builds a habit just like anything else, even like a television show. You know what time your television show comes on every day, and you make time to make sure that you're home during that time or to DVR it or whatever so that you can watch it. The same is true for a live stream. The more consistent you are with a stream schedule, the more likely you are to gain followers and gain repeat visitors coming back, which is extremely important because in the beginning, it's not just about getting this number up as fast as you can, but it's about getting those same people coming back that come into your chat every day and are creating conversation for everybody else that comes and visits your channel. Because, I mean, listen, I'm going to be completely honest. Without those people, your channel's most likely not going to grow because nobody wants to come to a live stream and watch a dead channel. Okay, so even if you get this number super high, but you don't have repeat people coming back and you're not making friends with the people that are watching, unfortunately, you know, it's not helping you out too much. Okay, so, you know, that again, this is just kind of a basic one, and I just want to kind of explain what we're doing to start out and things like that. There's a lot of information to go through. Most of the videos probably will not be this long, and I do apologize if this one, you know, gets a little boring or gets a little bit to whatever, but I do want to explain exactly what we're doing in each video. The second thing I want to talk about is I use a bot called Nightbot. This is not a stream bot. This is not bottom views or anything like that or anything. This is what it allows is, for example, in the chat here, I'll type, I know you can't see it because of webcam, so I'm telling you what I'm typing. It's !songs, and I'll hit enter. You'll see it place there, and which I don't know if it'll work because I'm not streaming. But normally when you do, let me log in here to our thing. Let's try a different one. We'll try what's some of the custom commands I have. Okay, !mod. There we go. And you'll see Nightbot. Nightbot is a bot that comes in, and you can set them up to do a bunch of different stuff in your channel. And it says here, one of the things I do is on League of Legends, I mod my map, so it looks completely different than the normal. And I always have people come in and ask me how to do it. So I put in a command that anybody in the chat can type in !mod, and Nightbot spits out this. You can learn how to mod your League map using the following URL. And it links to a YouTube video that I created that explains how to mod your League of Legends map. Okay, so that is all used in this bot, which gives you, it also does a lot of other stuff. For example, it gives you spam protection on your channel. You'll notice if you start a Twitch channel that you'll get a ton of people asking you, coming in, spamming links, trying to promote their channels, trying to promote, websites, things like that. Nightbot takes care of all that and bans them for you. There are several bots out there. This is just the one I chose, and I'm not going to say that it's the best, but it works the best for what I wanted out of a bot. There are others, including MooBot, Zanbot, just to name a few. But I chose Nightbot. You can also set up the custom commands, like I said, which let me show you, which is that exclamation mod you see there. You can see exclamation masteries. That it shows my masteries for the game I'm playing when I'm playing League of Legends, and my runes for League of Legends. Nightbot has its own whole list of commands, which I'm not going to read them all, but I mean, it can do everything from giveaways to polls to, just all kinds of stuff. And then you can set up timers, which timers allow things to repeat. So for example, I have a timer called Advertise Us, and after every 20 minutes, if at least 50 lines of chat has passed, it spits out just automatically, want to help support us, consider putting our twitch.tv channel as your in-game status, twitch.tv/acupofdeath, and you could win $5 worth of RP. Facebook. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at blah 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 and Twitter at blah blah blah. And again, follow me and join your channel. Please remember to click that follow button to show your support. And it has the frequencies and whether it's run-in, pause, anything like that. That's something that's all automated through that Nightbot, so I don't have to worry about it. It spits it out in the chat as long as these criteria over here under the frequency have been met. You have things for regulars, subscribers. You also have a song request feature, which is something that Nightbot has that I haven't noticed any other bot having, which is one of the main reasons I use Nightbot versus other ones. And that is that you can have people, you can set up a personal playlist, which is a ton of, you click, add a song, and it'll say enter a YouTube video ID. And you'll enter a bunch of YouTube URLs, and it'll put these songs in your thing, and it'll play those when you go to this auto DJ here, which I don't want to let it play, but I'll let it pop up. And it says, Von Whiskey, Nightbot Tutorials, Auto DJ feature, which we could actually delete that, but we'll skip that one. Okay, so like Queen Bohemian Rhapsody, and it tells who's it's requested by or whatever. But what people can do is they can actually request songs in the chat by typing in a command, and it'll put in song requests, and then they'll all be listed under this manage song request. And you can, if somebody puts in a troll song or something, you can skip it, you can promote certain songs, you can still do a lot of stuff, but it allows people to request songs. So it's like a DJ basically for your live stream. So Nightbot's the one I use. And then let's see, is there anything else? I will show you one more thing. If we go to, let's see, twitch.tv/ let's just go there and go to my dashboard. And then for giveaways, which we haven't done any yet on this channel, but I just want to show you while I'm thinking about it. But I actually use a plugin in Chrome. Let me find, my mind's going blank here. Give me 1 second. Okay, tools, extensions. I actually use right here called Twitch Giveaways. Okay, and it's a giveaway system for your twitch.tv channel. And what it is, when you go to your dashboard on twitch.tv, you'll notice down here a little button is added. And if you click on that button, it adds this program that allows you to do giveaways. And basically all you do is if you just load it up, it'll list everybody in your channel. Then what you can do is you have different things. Okay, so you can set keyword required to enter the speakers list. What that means is you can type in, like let's say we're giving away Riot Points, which is for League of Legends. We can type in give me RP and hit OK. What it'll do then is anybody in the chat that types in exactly how you typed it in, case doesn't matter, it can be uppercase or lowercase, but if you have spaces, things like that, it has to be exact. But they can type in give me RP into the chat and they'll be entered in the contest. After you do its thing or whatever, you can just type, it'll list everybody over here in this box, and then you just type roll the dice and it'll randomly pick someone. It's all on camera, it's all on your live stream, so people can see it, they know it's fair. This is what most live streamers use. Okay, and then you can clear, if you're going to do another one or anything like that, you can click the update which requests, a viewer update or whatever. It just does that. And there's also a keyword filter. What it does is sometimes you'll type in a keyword. Like if I type in "give me RP," you'll have people that'll type it in 1,000, just over and over. They'll be typing your thing. So if you care, some people do, some don't. Because most of the time a giveaway is only a couple minutes, so it's not a real big deal. People are spamming. But if for some reason you don't want them to, you can click on this keyword spam filter. You can type in, let's say, 3. And what it'll do is if they type it in more than 3 times, they become ineligible to win. So you can tell them, if you type it in more than 3 times, you become ineligible. So don't spam it. And that'll stop people, from spamming. Again, with a newer channel, it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. But, just so you know. And like I said, I showed you there the URL that I'm using. Or, the extension, what it's called or whatever. So, okay. We haven't done, like I said, any giveaways yet, as of yet. We haven't really done too much other promotion besides, like I said, just really getting friends to follow. Which really is what you should do no matter what. If you don't have a lot of friends on a game, my suggestion is make a lot. It's so much easier to make friends in a game. Most anybody will add you if you add them. If you play against somebody and you both have a good match, or let's say you play against another, an enemy team, and someone on the enemy team does really, really well and you do really well, but your team, even if your team loses, add them. Stop caring about all the, they beat me, they suck, they cheated, blah, blah, blah. Just add them. Get friends on whatever game you play. As you get friends, invite them to come to your channel. It's free, easy promotion, and it's a lot easier to get friends in a game than it is to get followers on a brand new Twitch.tv channel. So make friends in the games and invite them. Get your initial followers. It helps getting this number up as fast as you can. It still takes a long time, as you'll see. We're debating on whether or not we want to put a ton of money into building this, or if we want to try to do it as cheap as possible. To try to make it more accessible to anybody else creating a live stream channel. However, I will say, we are growing this for our business. So there may be some things that we do that you are not able to do. Like eventually, as we start growing, I'll probably will tweet out our URL to our Facebook fans, things like that. Mostly being because, again, we are trying to grow our business, A Cup of Death. And we love doing this. We're not just trying to grow a business, but you understand what I'm saying. And we will do giveaways frequently on the channel, and you may not be able to. You may not have the money and stuff to, and that's understandable. And if you can't, just realize it might take you a little longer. But streaming is not easy. Just like any other job, if you want to become successful in it, it's something that you're going to have to commit to, and it's something that you're going to have to think about long term. If you're in it for trying to quickly, in a month or two, build a huge following, it's never going to happen. But if you're consistent and you stick with it, I promise you, anybody that is energetic, has fun on stream, and just overall has a good sense of entertainment, we'll call it, you'll grow a successful channel. You just have to be very consistent and have to be willing to put the work into it, as with any other venture that you would have in your life. Alright guys, so that's it for the first video. If I missed anything about kind of the setup and stuff, and you have any type of questions at all, please post a comment in the video on YouTube below it, and I'll be more than happy to try to discuss it in the next video. I'm not quite sure how often we will release a video in this series, so you'll definitely want to make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you get updates. We will continue, as we're growing the channel, to continue doing these updates and explaining what we're doing, how we're doing it. Again, I don't think they'll be as long as this one, but I had to kind of get a lot of information in, since this is the first video. But this is something that we will continue to do as we're continuing to live stream, to kind of help show you guys how to get started. Like I said, things that work for us really well, things that don't work for us, stuff like that. And hopefully it'll give you a head start, because there's not really a lot out there. If you search for how to grow a live stream, which I did, and I'm sure most of you that are looking to start one have. That might even be how you found this video. But most stuff out there is the same information. It's a 5 to 10 item list of things to do that is really generic, and is probably created by people that don't even have a successful live stream. At least with this, you can see where we're at, how much we're growing every time. Like I said, I don't know if it'll be a weekly thing, if it'll be every 2 weeks. My guess will be that I will just create a new video when I feel that enough has happened or enough has passed to warrant creating a new video. If we have a really slow week and don't gain a lot of followers, there wouldn't be much sense in me creating a new video and making you watch 10 to 15 minutes of nothingness. So I will, if things go really heavily, there might be 2 videos in a week or something like that. If we happen to do a promotion and it works really well, I might I end up creating 2 or 3 videos, in an extremely, short period. So you definitely want to subscribe to the channel so that you get updates when we are releasing new videos, You might want to even bookmark this playlist. There is a separate playlist for this series on our YouTube page. So you might want to actually go to the playlist, get the playlist URL, and bookmark the playlist URL. Things like that. Anyways, we hope that this series ends up helping you guys out. I hope that it explains a lot of stuff to you when it comes to live streaming over time. And as I said, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer every single one. I am by no means an expert, but as I said, this is not my first live stream channel that I've had. And, it's definitely not, something that's completely new to me. All right, guys, everybody have a good day. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and even if you'd like to follow us on our twitch.tv channel, we would appreciate that so much. As you can see the URL up here, it's twitch.tv/acupofdeath, just like all of our other stuff. If the video helped you out or you liked the video, please make sure you hit that like button. If you didn't like the video, hit that dislike, but then make sure you leave a comment letting me know why. That way we can try to make this series even better moving forward. And all you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the game. Later.